The Galactic Academy's xenobiology lecture hall buzzed with the chittering, humming, and warbling of 200 species from across the known universe. Lisa Chen sat in the middle row, her datapad flickering with notes about silicon-based life forms. When she felt it, a sharp, deliberate shove against her shoulder. "Move over." "Deathworlder," hissed Krasthor, a Zentari warrior caste student who stood nearly 7 feet tall. His exoskeleton gleamed under the bioluminescent lighting, 4 arms crossed in what his species considered a dominant posture. "Your kind doesn't belong in advanced courses." Lisa didn't look up. She'd heard it all before. Humans were the newest species to join the Galactic Coalition, and their homeworld, Earth, had been classified as a Class 12 death world. To most species in the galaxy, who evolved on paradise planets with gentle gravity and no predators, Earth was a nightmare realm of violent weather, crushing gravity, and apex predators at every turn. "I said move," Krasthor growled, louder this time. Several nearby students shifted uncomfortably. The Zentari were known for their aggression, but even they usually followed Academy protocols. "And I'm sitting here," Lisa replied calmly, still typing notes. "There are 47 empty seats in this hall." What happened next occurred in a blur that most species' visual processing systems couldn't track. Krasthor's primary arm lashed out, striking Lisa across the face with enough force to kill most oxygen breathers. The room went silent. Then everything exploded into motion. Lisa's head had snapped to the side from the impact, but she was already moving. Years of growing up in Earth's 1G gravity, playing contact sports and surviving in a world where everything tried to kill you, had honed her into something the galaxy wasn't prepared for. Her body, forged by Deathworld evolution, moved with predatory speed. She caught Krasthor's arm before he could retract it. Her fingers, small by galactic standards but powered by dense muscle and hardened bone, clamping down like a vice. The Zentari's confident expression shifted to confusion, then shock as he tried to pull away and found himself held fast. "Bad choice," Lisa said quietly. In one fluid motion, she rose from her seat and used Krasthor's own arm as leverage, pulling him forward while pivoting her body. The human martial art of judo, refined over centuries on a planet where leverage mattered more than size, did the rest. Krasthor's massive frame went airborne, his forearms flailing uselessly as physics betrayed him. He crashed into the floor with a sound like shattering ceramics. His exoskeleton, evolved for a planet with 0.6 G, cracked under the impact. Before he could process what had happened, Lisa was on him, her knee planted firmly on his thorax, one hand pinning 3 of his forearms while the other was cocked back in a fist. "You want to know what separates Deathworlders from the rest of you?" Lisa asked, her voice carrying across the silent hall. "On Earth, we're not the biggest. We're not the strongest. We're not the fastest. But we're persistent. We're adaptable. And we never ever back down." Her fist came down once, twice, 3 times with controlled precision. Each impact carried the force of a world with 1.67 times the gravity of Zentari Prime. Krasthor's mandibles shattered. His compound eyes cracked. The elaborate facial structure that marked him as warrior caste caved inward with sickening efficiency. 10 seconds. That's all it took. By the time Jackson Reeves, Lisa's human classmate and the only other Deathworlder in the program, reached her side, it was over. He put a hand on her shoulder, gentle but firm. "Lisa, he's done," Jackson said calmly. He'd seen this before back on Earth. Push a human too far and the predator evolution built into their DNA woke up. Lisa stood, stepping back from the whimpering Zentari. Her face was already swelling where he'd struck her, a bruise blossoming across her cheekbone in shades of purple and black. But she was standing. Krasthor wasn't. Professor Quintra, a crystalline being from a peaceful core world, floated down from the lecture podium, her form refracting light in patterns that indicated extreme distress. "Security has been summoned. Both students will be—" "Check the recording," Jackson interrupted, pulling up his own datapad. Every lecture hall was monitored, every interaction logged. He struck first. She defended herself. "That's not just Academy law, that's coalition law." The professor's crystalline structure dimmed as she reviewed the footage. Around the hall, students who moments before had been silent began to whisper, chittering and warble among themselves. The humans had been quiet since arriving at the Academy 6 months ago. Polite, deferential, Easy to dismiss. Not anymore. When security arrived, a team of 4 Kronar enforcers, each 8 feet tall and bred for peacekeeping, they found Lisa sitting calmly in her seat, Jackson beside her, while Krasthor was being tended to by medical drones. The warrior caste bully who had terrorized smaller species for 3 semesters needed full facial reconstruction surgery. As they led Lisa away for questioning, she passed a group of Pequin students, small, rabbit-like beings who Krasthor had tormented for months. One of them caught her eye and performed their species' gesture of profound respect, pressing all 3 paws to their chest. Lisa nodded back, then looked at Jackson. "Think they'll expel us?" Jackson grinned, his own Deathworlder features reflecting the same casual attitude toward violence that terrified the galaxy. "For following Coalition self-defense protocols? Not a chance. Besides, we just taught the Academy something important." "What's that?" "That humanity didn't claw its way to the top of Earth's food chain by being prey. We did it by making everything else afraid to hunt us." Behind them, the medical drones struggled to piece together what was left of Krasthor's face. While the galaxy learned a lesson it wouldn't soon forget, you don't pick fights with Deathworlders, not unless you're prepared for what evolution made them to survive.